Thank you very much, Danielle. Our next gymnast is actually going to talk about autism. Please welcome up Robin Zander.
So I promise that the cartwheel is relevant, but I'm going to start by talking about autism and go into how it's relevant to all of us. I have a lot of personal experience with autism. I run a practice working with kids with special needs. And actually just today, the CDC, Center for Disease Control in the US, released new numbers. In 2014, it's expected that 1 out of every 68 children born in the US is going to be diagnosed. So let's talk for just a second about what is autism. It exhibits as a lot of kind of unusual behaviors, particularly in kids. This is Zach. He's extremely physically active, delightful, and would actually much rather sit by himself alone in a room and flip a pen all day long than have a conversation with you or I. This is Kaeo, and as you can tell by his smile, he is extremely cuddly and super sweet, except when he gets agitated. He gets angry, he gets afraid, and he starts hitting his head against a wall, and he may bite. So understandably, the default pattern, what we do, what I have been inclined to do, is to try and change these behaviors. They're doing things that other kids their age are not doing, and we want to stop them. We want to help them do different and interact with us. A parent wants them to look in their eyes. We all have things in our own lives that we want. We want more money, we want better bodies, I want more time in a day. And I think that the patterns that we use with autism are similar to the patterns that we use with ourselves. So often we're looking at what we're doing and saying, I'm not doing it well enough, I need to do something better. And we try and force ourselves to change. Just like working with the kids, the patterns are not right, and we're trying to take a step different. The Just Do It Nike campaign, I think, is brilliant at selling paraphernalia, but how many people does it actually motivate to go to the gym on a regular basis? And we do this in our own lives. I've done it many times myself. In the last 2 years, I've been fascinated by the gymnastics giant, which is doing a handstand on a metal bar about 10 feet off the ground, and then going around it. If I had tried, and I got close to trying several times, to force myself to do the giant on my first iteration 2 years ago, I would have landed on my head. Instead, I got absolutely curious and delighted by all of the little steps necessary to hold that position on the high bar. I got so excited with each individual step that I lost track of the end goal, and I wasn't fixated on getting the giant with each iteration. So getting interested in the process actually changes the process and expedites the results. This is Marcelo Garcia, who is an internationally renowned Brazilian jiu-jitsu grappler. If you don't know Brazilian jiu-jitsu, it's one of the most aggressive and violent sports out there. It's a whole lot of fun. And Marcelo is actually known as the nicest guy in the sport. Everyone calls him their best friend, and he attributes most of his success to how much he loves the sport. Next up, we have my nephew, Max. He's 15 months old, and the thing that I notice the most is that anytime he's approaching a new skill, so right now walking and talking are both high on his list, he's absolutely fascinated by every incremental step. Enthusiasm, interest, curiosity, and excitement inspire connection, both with kids and within our own learning processes. So we're more connected to ourselves, or we're more connected to the child, not trying to change the outcome right now. Enthusiasm and curiosity also open up neural networks in the brain, whereas fear and pain literally create less connection, excitement and curiosity create more. So finally, we have the story of Jackson and Elaine. Elaine is Jackson's mother. They live in San Jose. And Elaine was so excited to get help for her son who has autism that she put up flyers in Starbucks all over the San Jose area and now has 25 volunteers working with her to recover her son. I've been compiling stories about parents' success with their kids, and it's going to be posted as an ebook for free on Amazon this April. So the thing to come away with, whether autism is directly impacting you in your life or not, is a different slide. It was an amazing climber high on a rock, an inspirational video or an inspirational picture. And it's where can you apply? Oh, here. Where is something in your life that you can get excited for? And what difference do you think it can make? So if this guy is terrified and afraid of falling, is he more likely to fall? Or is he more likely to enjoy the success of his climb through his interest? Again, my name's Robin. I blog about the learning process at robinpzander.com. Thank you very much.